Is fast food really the cause of health problems? First off, what is fast food?
Food is quick, reasonably priced, and readily available alternatives to home cooking.
Restaurants have been around in some form or another for most of human civilization. They usually cater to travelers. Back in ancient Greece and Rome, inns and taverns usually served food to people who had a reason to be away from home. It wasn't until the 18th century that the idea of eating out for fun took place. Many people think of White Castle as the first fast food chain. White Castle was founded in 1921 in Kansas. McDonald's opened their restaurant in 1948, Burger King and Taco Bell got their start in 1950s, and Wendy's opened in 1969.
But do we really know what we're paying for? Health problems!
Obesity. Partly due to the fast food culture, about 60% of Americans are overweight or obese. Because of the high calorie, unhealthy ingredients, and super portion sizes, fast food contributes to obesity. About 350,000 die due to obesity-related diseases yearly. Fast food contains high amounts of sugar, oil, flour, and sodium, which are all significant contributors to obesity. Researchers found that living near a fast food restaurant is linked to a 5.2% greater risk of obesity. Diabetes. High calories that fast foods contain can make you gain weight. Gaining 11 to 18 pounds doubles your normal risk for type 2 diabetes. According to the National Institutes of Health, fast food consumption is strongly associated with insulin resistance. This greatly increases an individual's risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Diabetes can result in limb amputation or organ failure. 1 in every 3 children born in the year 2000 will develop diabetes in their lifetime. Heart disease. Fast food can cause high blood pressure and obesity, 2 major risk factors for heart disease due to the high amounts of salt and fats in the food. Consuming too much salt raises your blood pressure, causing hypertension, which can lead to heart disease and kidney failure. Because fast foods are full of saturated and trans fats, these fats contribute to unhealthy cholesterol levels and other heart disease risk factors. In 2010, 36.9 million people had heart disease. Respiratory illnesses. Obesity places weight strain on the respiratory system. Obese persons are more likely to develop asthma and sleep apnea, 2 types of breathing problems. Studies have shown that children who eat fast food regularly have a higher risk for developing asthma, hypertension, and high cholesterol. Here's a video from the doctor on the effects fast food has on our body.
But I'm going to show you guys in this magic wall animation what can happen to you. You all may remember last year, I actually went on a Project Unhealthy. In 5 days, I gained 8 pounds. In 5 days, I actually became hypertensive, developed high blood pressure. I don't even want to know what was going on inside my body. America, listen up. This is what you're doing to yourself. I did it for 5 days. I felt miserable. I gained weight. I put my body in jeopardy, and it wasn't worth it. And you know what? I'm never going to do it again. Why did I do it? To prove a point. When you eat these foods, it causes an addictive pattern in your mind. But in the end, all you end up is overweight, lethargic, and not feeling good about yourself. This is me. So what happened when I ate a fast food meal? Well, something very simple. The contents enter your stomach, and I'm going to circle some of these contents that I call some of the killer contents of food. Sodium. These are fat molecules. These are refined sugar molecules. No big deal, right? Well, it is a big deal because when they hit your stomach, good things start happening, believe it or not. That's that dopamine release in your brain because dopamine and serotonin are going wild. You feel great. Oh my gosh, this tastes wonderful. It does, right? For the first few minutes. But things are also going on inside your body that aren't so great. Your pancreas is secreting more and more insulin to deal with that massive sugar overload from the fries, from the white bun, from the soda. Insulin does one thing. It drives sugar into cells. But it does something else. It tells your body to store fat. Why else would you have eaten a meal that big and that many calories unless you're about to go into hibernation? That's what you do when you hibernate. You grow a big belly. That fat that you see here, those fat cells actually grow in size. They start to secrete even more toxic substances, leading to heart disease, diabetes, and so many other things. All that sodium causes your blood pressure to go up, so your heart's beating twice as fast against twice as much resistance. And in your brain, you no longer are releasing dopamine, but instead, your brain is signaling you to release cortisol. Cortisol is a chronic stress hormone that ironically tells you to store even more fat. And last, but certainly not least, what isn't going on in my brain right now? I'm 30 minutes after my meal. There's no more dopamine. There's no more serotonin. I'm lethargic. I feel unhappy. I don't feel good about myself. And that is why when you first eat a fast food meal, you feel great. And 30 minutes later, you feel terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Kim.
Yes.
After everything you have heard here today, would you be willing to try to make some changes?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to give you a copy of this book, The Lean Belly Prescription. The reason I'm going to do it is because this has foods in it that taste great, that are also good for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Kim, for being such
Thank
a great
you.
sport.
So does fast food really cause health problems? Yes, it does. Say no to fast food.